the best thing about being a mum and running a business is doing everything at the last minute. So I've got notes that I wrote on the train down to London this morning that I might need to glance at. Okay. I was asked to share some tips about being a mum and running a business, and I sort of thought, well, what do I know? I looked online and I found an article written by Gwyneth Paltrow about being a working mum. Gwyneth gets up at 5:30 a.m. for her me time. I say change the clocks. Cheat, lie, do whatever you need to get 7 hours sleep a night. I regularly put the clocks forward at 6 o'clock and tell my daughter it's bedtime. Gwyneth does phone interviews while she's answering email. I have to say, of all the things I do, I would rather do one thing well and forget the other 9 than do 2 things badly. And I think when you run a business, you do have to take that quite seriously. Gwyneth says, make mornings your time for meetings. I say, do all your meetings 1 day a month, back to back, squeeze them all in there, less travel, less hassle, take cabs in between, whatever you need to do, but it frees up so much time in the rest of the month. She schedules a day, she actually has Excel to schedule her day. Be spontaneous. What's the point of having a business if you can't go to the cinema in the afternoon and watch the new Twilight movie? Not that I do that. Go to the beach when the sun shines, make the most of it. Carve out dedicated work time during the weekend. I say carve out some kid time. It's good for you, makes you more creative, gives you perspective. Have hours that are just about you being with your kid. You can then neglect them much more and they don't mind. You'll make mistakes, don't be a princess about it, don't take it too seriously, and actually those mistakes can be important bonding experiences. The story about the time I accidentally punched my child in the face is a mistake, but it's one of the most popular blog posts, so there's always an upside. Automate everything you can. Use technology. Have a one-touch policy. Don't agonise over things. Don't pick up the phone. These people who always answer the phone. You answer the phone, someone wants something. Might not be that important, so that's what voicemail is for, people. Put your email in folders. I always pre-write email responses. 80% of emails leave the same reply. Pre-write them, set up rules. I can't believe you don't do this. Have good support pages on your business website. I also do demonstration videos, so that I don't have to tell people how to do something. I video myself doing it, put it on YouTube, send them the link. Saves time. If I can't action something, delete it. I keep an archive. I don't keep emails, I keep an archive. Anything in your inbox is just going to distress you and make you feel bad about yourself. Remove all attachments, save them to your desktop. Keep everything as streamlined as you possibly can. I turn on an auto-reply on my email after 5 o'clock, so even if I'm working, people think I'm not. Make your email offline, so if I reply to emails late at night, they don't send till the next morning. If you set an expectation among your clients that you're online at 10 o'clock, they're going to want you to do stuff. People do business with people. Don't be a robot. So use social networks, use Twitter. Tell people about the time you accidentally sent your child to school with monkey porn. They like it. It makes you seem more real. Only do the things that you can do. So I outsource admin and I hire a cleaner. So as a mum and as a business person, I only do the stuff that I need to do. Don't waste your time worrying about people who don't like you. Just don't look. For every hour you spend worrying, why doesn't she like me? You've not made money. It's a mistake. On my head, look at that, that's good. I share my work with my family, I talk about what I do. My mum and dad love all the stories about the crazy mummy bloggers. Get asked to roll them out at family parties. And also, you know, your kids can be interesting. Actually, I set my kid up with a blog, which is a great way for her to understand mummy's a blogger. Very important. Have a goal, know why you're setting up your business, and then even on a really tough day, if you're a little bit closer to it, it doesn't feel like you're the worst mother in the world. And remember, it's a job, it's not your life. I said to my kid last night what tip I should share with you and what she thought I was good at. And she said, you're good at computers, mummy, but you're awesome at love. And I thought, actually, you know what? If your kid can say that at the end of the day, you're probably all right. Oh, that was terrifying.
Thank you so much, Sally. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions now.
Of course, yes. Do you want me to stand up?
Do you mind standing up?
Sure.
Well, I think that was an amazing talk with lots of practical tips for people to help them manage their lives.
Yes.
Do you think you've gained more time back from using those kind of techniques?
I think you have to balance. I think using those techniques, and particularly the technology can save you time, but it can also rob you of time. And I think you have to use it in a smart way. If you always do everything and you're always online and you're always available, people will expect you to always be available. So I think particularly as a parent, you kind of have to have demarcations and lines. And then in that case, yes, it saves a lot of time.
And what kind of percentage of your time breaks down to being a mother or being a businesswoman?
My philosophy has always been that I pick my daughter up from school, not always on time, she spends a lot of time at Late Club, but I pick her up from school and we will always have that time between then and bedtime is her time, and then I will work late at night if I need to.
The concept of being a mummy blogger, do you mind being called a mummy blogger?
Not at all.
It seems to have really taken off. Do you think mums are particularly well placed to take advantage of technology?
I think yes. I think research shows mums spend about 35% more time online than most people. And I think that's often because when you're a mum, A, we're all terrified that we're not doing it right. So it's nice to have that reassurance that you're not the only person that's punched your child in the face while trying to get them in a car seat. Loads of people have done it, turns out. It's great. But also, I think, it's about connections. And I think women are generally quite chatty. And if you're isolated with a young child at home, blogging is a perfect way. And it captures those little moments.
That's a really interesting theme you've brought up there, because do you think you can, lots of people talk about technology taking away relationships. Do you think you can form real relationships on the internet with people you've never even met?
We see it massively. With Tots 100, we find that around about 50% of our members have subsequently met up with other mummy bloggers who become just regular friends. So it's a great way to find people that you have something in common with and you're going through the same sort of experiences.
And just finally, do you also use the internet to relax, or is it internet off and out in the garden?
No, I use the internet to relax. I download far too much really, really bad TV, like Gossip Girl. And also I do the house thing as well. So, that findaproperty.com and all those kind of sites. I'm forever imaginary millionaire shopping, thinking, would I want the stables or the disco?
What an amazing thing to use the internet for. Thank you so much, Sally.